I woke up bright and early like I always do. I like to go for a run in the morning and just get my mind right. But it was when I was walking out the door when I saw the letter right outside on my, pretty much on my driveway. And this is what it read, boys. Someone was at our house last night. They said no one was home and they need to talk to me. Whoever this is, I don't know why they're not just sending me a text or, I don't know, getting a hold of me in another way. It kind of makes me a little bit nervous that someone was creeping outside my house last night. I'm hoping everything's good. Everything's going to be fine. I went for my jog as always. And yeah, I didn't really think really much of it. I thought whoever it was, they'd call me, they'd text me, or, they'd come back to tell me what they had to say in person. Maybe we'll find out a little later on in today's episode. Let's get into our first trading session of today's episode. Thank you guys for the continued support on this series. 1,000 likes as always, and the next episode will be up as soon as possible. Hit that like button down below and leave a comment as well. Last episode, I told you guys to comment how long you've been watching this series for, and been watching, like, what was your first My Player you watched on the channel? That's what I asked you guys to comment. Now, I'm gonna ask something different. Maybe we'll do this every single episode where I give you guys a question and you comment your answer. What My Player has been your favorite so far? That's number one. And then number two, what type of My Player should we do in the future? Which country should we do in the future that we've never done before? Put both of those down below in the comments. So which My Player that I've done has been your favorite? Is it Julian Weber, or maybe is it one of the old school My Players like Adrian Flynn or Alexander Barkley? And then in that same comment, of course, let me know if, which My Player, or like which nationality should we do for a My Player in the future that we've never done before. So with that, let's get into today's episode where we are here in the Serie A. We're back. It's been a few episodes since we played a game in league play, but here we are. Let's see if we can get a win. We're sitting tied atop the table, so I would prefer it just be us alone at the top of the table. So we need to get a few wins, string together a few wins so that we can be the number one team alone in the Serie A. And if I keep taking shots like this, well, let's just say we're not going to be alone atop the table at all this year. That was a terrible shot. I need to do more passing. So that's what I'm going to do for the rest of today's episode. Focus on some of my passing. And even though I'm not picking up the assist right here in the 33rd minute, it's going to be the pass to the assist for Julian Weber. And the goal is going to be scored by my fellow countryman. We've talked so much about this dude in the series because he's done so much for us in this series, scoring goals left and right. Besides myself, I think this dude right here, Gnabry, might have been the best pickup Inter has made in the past few seasons. We've just been working so well together, and honestly, man, it's great being his teammate. I need to become better friends with him off the pitch because, yeah, we have such great chemistry off the pitch. I'm sure we'd make great friends. With that, it's going to be the end of the first half. Only a 1-0 scoreline right here taking on this team. So let's see if we can string together a few more goals. And again, today I'm going to try to focus more on my passing. It doesn't mean I'm going to stop shooting, but if I can take that extra pass to get an assist rather than a goal, that is going to be my sort of main overarching goal of today's episode. 54th minute, we're doing a little bit of passing right here, and there it is, an assist. I told you the passing was what I was going to be focused on, and it's going to be the boy Jesse Lingard scoring it. The Englishman, the former Manchester United player. If you watched last episode, we took on Manchester United in one of the final group stage games of the Champions League. That was an insane goal. Oh my God, look at it from that angle. What a goal from the boy Lingard outside of the boot. Great curve on that one. And hey, man, 2-0. Hopefully that's going to be all we need to secure this win and pick up 3 crucial points. Look at this, boys. 62nd minute. I'm through on goal. I told you I was going to be taking extra passes in today's episode. This was one that I probably should have just shot myself. My teammate, he got close, but it's a nice save from the keeper. Again, that was a dumb play on my part. Should have passed that one off, or shouldn't have passed that one off. Should have shot it on my own. Another pass right here, this time from my teammate, and it's going to be yet another miss. This one not even on target. It's going to go a little bit left of the post, and there'd be one final chance right here for our opposition to potentially cut this lead in half. And it's exactly what they would do. 2-1 is now the scoreline, and, well, let's just say we got to park the bus because I would be so pissed if for some reason our opposition came back and drew this game level, that would be terrible. After working so hard to get this 2-0 lead, blowing the lead in the last, 10 minutes of the game would be worst case scenario. Nice goal, though, for them. We really didn't have anyone marking that attacker in the box. So, yeah, blame our defense on that one. Not the best defending, but we're not going to be perfect. We're going to make mistakes every now and then. And luckily for our team, luckily for our defense, that would be the final goal scored in this game. Full-time whistle would be blown. We're going to win it 2-1. 3 more points being picked up, and I'm not sure if that's going to be enough for us to take over the top spot alone in the table. That's going to be a question that is going to be answered in the next episode. So, as always, man, you're going to have to wait for that 1,000 likes, and you'll get the next episode tomorrow. It's as simple as that. Great game, and yeah, I'm going to continue the rest of this episode going for the passing, going for the assists, take the shots when they're there. Well, maybe not. You saw earlier in that game I passed when I probably shouldn't have passed, but that's something I kind of need to work on, is knowing when to pass, knowing when to shoot, just being smart with the ball. And moving on after this game, it's time to make a big decision. We signed a new agent in the last episode, and he kind of presented me straight away with the deal of a lifetime. We love cars. You've known it if you watch the series. We own so many cars. Lamborghini and Ferrari, 2 huge car companies that were, looking to sign us. And you probably don't know which one we signed with by the looks of this car right here, but the answer is Lamborghini. It's what you guys chose, and this is their unreleased, brand new convertible Lamborghini that we have been given. It hasn't even been released yet, and we've signed with them. They're paying us millions, as well as giving us free cars pretty much whenever we want. The deal of a lifetime. Again, last episode, make sure if you missed it, go watch it. We signed a new agent, and the agent was a former My player on this channel. I'm not going to spoil it for those of you who maybe missed last episode, so go watch that if for some reason you missed it. Let's get into a Champions League game, though. We had to kind of put our car to the side, even though I would just love to drive that thing around all day. We had to put it to the side and play our final group stage game right here. And in this game, if we get a win, we will be moving on to the next round as the second team, most likely, potentially the first team. That's only if we have a better goal differential than Barcelona, and that's if they lose to Manchester United. If we were for some reason to draw this game, we have to hope that Manchester United either draws or loses, or they could win. But if they do win, then we need to have a better goal differential than them. So it gets all crazy. All that we could do here is win this game to confirm our spots in the knockout stages with Inter Milan. We've done well in the group of death, I would say. Spartak Moscow, Manchester United, and Barcelona. I mean, that is just an insane group. So we've done well, and let's see if we can continue our good form in advance to the knockout stages. It would be the dream goal of mine to, of course, win this competition. But we got to take it one step at a time. Make it out of the group. Round of 16, quarterfinals, semifinals, final. We got a long ways to go. Let's just say that. 33rd minute. Spartak Moscow trying to get a chance right here, but our defending was honestly just very solid in this game. We'd move on to the 38th minute right here, where it's going to be a great chance for us to go on and score. And look at this, man. Who's getting the assist? It's none other than Julian Weber. The passing this episode has been on point, and it's going to be a 1-0 lead. Brozovic putting that one in the back of that. Great goal, great pass. What a way to kind of wrap up this first half right here. The perfect way to do so. We'll take it, a goal for Inter Milan. And yeah, man, hopefully we're going to be able to continue this, grab a few more goals, because remember, the goal differential is going to be huge. It could mean either us getting eliminated, or it could mean us getting first place in the group. So we're going to continue to score here, and hopefully we don't concede any goals during this game. First half would come to a close eventually, and it would just be 1-0, so not too much going on for Spartak Moscow. You kind of saw their, our defending against their attackers. It was just solid, on point, and that's all you can kind of ask for. You saw the slip-up they made in the last game. Well, during this game, they're learning from their mistakes, and they are keeping the clean sheet 45 minutes into the game, but we got 45 minutes to go. Let's see if they can continue to keep the clean sheet. 56th minute. What a corner. What a header. What a goal. 2-0 is the scoreline. And I don't know, man. Time is ticking. 2-0. It looks like a pretty comfortable lead. I'm hoping we are going to be able to keep this lead and move on and secure our spot in the knockout rounds. 2-0 is definitely a good scoreline, and against a team like this, the bottom team in our group, nothing against Spartak Moscow. They kind of just got unlucky and got put in this group of death. It sucks. I mean, when you have to play Barcelona United and then throwing even Inter Milan into the mix, whew, you're going to be in for a long day. That's what Spartak Moscow was in for, or a long half of a season. Here, another corner and another chance to go on and grab ourselves a goal. It's exactly what we would do. What is this? We're scoring so much from corners. 64th minute, it's going to be Gnabry, the German, once again, scoring yet another goal in today's episode. Yep, 3-0, less than 30 minutes remaining. You can wrap this thing up. We're going to be advancing. Moving on to the knockout rounds. I'm just looking forward to whoever we're going to face next. And since we're most likely going to go through as the second team in our group, we're going to have to play a very, very tough opponent, most likely. We'll see who that is in later episodes. We still got to get into the January transfer window before we begin the knockout stages. This game, I believe, is taking place in December, so we're closing in on the January transfer window. We're kind of getting through this season very quickly, very fast. It's one of the reasons that I like to sort of sim a few of the Serie A games to move along in the series as quickly as we can. But what a game, what an episode. We got a few assists. We didn't score in today's episode, but I'll take those assists over a goal any day. Trying to contribute to this team in any way that I can. I'm hoping other teams around the world are taking notice, so then when it comes for me to move teams, they are going to be interested in signing me. That's a long ways away, though. For now, we're on through the knockout stages. Heading back from the stadium, and it was late at night. I was ready to hit the bed and just go to sleep, man. A long, brutal day. We made it through the knockout rounds. Cannot be happier. But, of course, it was when I arrived home that we were greeted by what looked to be somewhat of a familiar face. I finally made it up the driveway and got a clear sight in the person that was standing there. Well, they wanted something from me. They said they'd visited the night before and left the letter. They had no ways of contacting me. And this girl, this woman, she said she had something very, very important to show me and let me know. And it was crucial for her to show me and take me there right now. So what do? Do we trust this woman who we've never met before? Or do we tell her to just get off our porch? Who knows? It could just be some crazy fan, some insane lady. We have no idea who this is. Do we listen to her, or do we tell her to go? It's up to you guys. You need to vote in the top right-hand corner. Remember, your answer could affect the series in a good way or potentially a very harmful way. So it's imperative that you guys make the correct choice in the top right-hand corner. Think about your answer before you lock it in, and we'll find out what happens in the next episode.